So this week's podcast has a special guest, my youngest son, Conor. He is my little redhead spitfire, and we are on the road. And this young man is dealing with me working and balancing work, watching his games, as well as giving him also the opportunity to play as well and me be fully immersed in that play. So I needed to get some stuff done our first night in Cincinnati, Ohio, or right outside. So I thought it'd be fun if he joined in some of the things that I needed to do tonight. So listen in and find out some words of wisdom from my 14-year-old Conor. Welcome to The Seed, cultivating growth and empowering women in business, brought to you by Dandelion-Inc. I'm your host, Lisa Resnick, and this podcast is all about connecting, developing, and supporting women in business. Join me as we explore tips and insights on leadership, business development, and social media strategies that can help you thrive. We'll also hear from amazing guests who share their stories and experiences, offering inspiration and practical advice for your entrepreneurial journey. So tune in, download, like, and subscribe. And remember, if you love what you hear, share it with others. Together, let's cultivate growth and empower women in business. So today's podcast is going to be an interesting one. So here is the reality. A life of being a business owner, entrepreneur, all that fun stuff, mom as well. We are constantly on the go. And right now, I am literally sitting in a hotel room. I have my podcast equipment with me, my portable mic, if you will. And my poor son is going to be watching me work a little bit before his lacrosse tournaments start gaming Saturday through Sunday as we are chilling right outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. So say hey, Conor.
Hi.
This is how we try to make road trips a little bit more fun, right? Besides any other adventure that we might be doing.
Oh, yeah.
So let me ask you this, Conor.
Yeah. What?
What makes you love lacrosse so much?
I mean, I don't know, but maybe that time when I started playing lacrosse in 6th grade, just got done with a not so good season of football, and then I wasn't the best at basketball, so I wanted to try a new sport, and I saw my older brother play when he was in 6th grade, and I was in 5th grade, so I was saw kids my age also playing with him, so I was maybe I should give this a try, and I really liked it.
So, yes. So the older brother right now is in Rockford, Illinois, for his lacrosse tournament this weekend. It's called Dividing and Conquering between parentals with their children. We're very lucky that there's 2 of us and 2 kids that we're able to accomplish this. But I also want to say that I absolutely love the fact that my boys love lacrosse so much. And this is why we as parents and anybody out there understand this. We show up and we want to make sure that we provide and show them all the opportunities that are available to them outside in this world. So they are my everything. They are the reason why I do what I do. Every little aspect. So I'm going to ask Conor, do you have any questions for me while you have an opportunity right now to get mom to tell you the truth or let you know a little bit of insight of what she does that you may have been wondering about?
So, I mean, how do you impact other women-owned businesses?
Ooh, that's a good one. Wow. I almost feel right now that I should have prepped with questions so I could answer them better. But number one, I would like to think that I impact them in a very positive way. So when they ask me our questions, so we do monthly one-on-one sessions. In full disclosure, there are those that we do more than one-on-one a month, because I want to make sure that there are things that need to be followed up on that don't need 30 days in between, and may have a bit more complexities of completing, that I want them to know that I'm there to support them throughout the process of them achieving their goals. So really it varies. So I have people who need more of the coaching, the you got this, and let me tell you all the reasons why, because I can see who you are, of why you could accomplish those things that you want to. Also, a lot of it is time management and helping people schedule out and block and listening to them and what their needs are, because it is not one blanketed approach. Everybody does batch work and time blocking differently that works within their own lifestyles. It's also advice when it comes to marketing and strategic planning and how to get out the word of what they do and more visibility, because marketing is not just social media. It is also print. It is also networking. It is also all those things. They never went away. And I also help them out when it comes to simple just contract real estate advice, because I've been in real estate for a lot of my life, and of course sales and lead generation ideas. I love the ideas portion of it is probably one of my favorite, of trying to solve problems for them. Any other questions?
No, I think you kind of answered a lot there, so it's not it. So
What about any questions for me as a mom? Not business related.
not business related. Why do you ground me so much?
It is true. I do. Because I have very high expectations for my children. I have high expectations for myself. I have high expectations for my children. I have high expectations for a lot of people. But I know you, and I know what's in your core, and when I see you deviating from that, that's why I ground you. Or like I said in the car, because right now they are grounded, both of our boys, for a couple weeks, and I think I said to him, wow, I really enjoy this, because then they're forced to hang out with us. And I was like, you better watch it, or else this is going to be my cue to get to spend time with my kids, is just ground them. It's so much easier to work within the schedules, everything between lacrosse and now soccer, for the other one, cross country. So this way I still get to hang out with you, because you're forced to, because you have nothing else to do, no other friends to distract that are so much cooler to hang out with. What other questions?
That wasn't the answer I was hoping for.
Oh, what was the answer you were hoping for?
I don't know. Maybe we could ground you less.
Well, then my answer to that would be maybe do less wrong. then, and only then
the answer would change.
You would get grounded less. And then it will be a negotiation of me saying, listen, this is how many hours I want of you a week. Try to figure it out and put me into your schedule. So I have a couple of questions for you.
Perfect.
And be real. And it's okay to be real. I know I work a lot of hours. I know that balance is always something we all struggle with all the time, as you do when it comes to studying and hanging out with your friends and sports. How do you think balance between all the things, not fun and fun, although I do really love my job?
Well, I mean, sometimes when something's fun, you want to do it more than something that's not fun, obviously. So maybe you have to mentally prepare yourself beforehand for the things that you don't want to do, so you can keep time for the things that you do want to have fun with, like hanging out with friends or going like bowling or stuff like that when you had to mow the lawn first or stuff like that.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's my answer.
That's a really good answer. I like the mental preparation. I do think if we mentally prepare, it would be easier for us to do the things that we don't want to do. So you did mention mowing the lawn. What do you do to mentally prepare yourself to do those things that you want to do, like mowing the lawn, don't want to do, like mowing the lawn?
Well, I mean, I think like, what am I leaving room for now that I can do like this thing that they've been asking me to do for like a couple of days now? What opens up? Like, what's a fun thing that now I can do because I got this done and over with?
I love that. I actually do that myself. I work my tail off Monday through Thursday. And that is because I want to breathe a little bit on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's why I do it. So you are right. Mentally, I get the things done to open up the free time later, and then I don't have to think about it. It's not looming over my head that it's something else that I have to do.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What, especially because we're on the podcast right now, what people do you like having on your podcast? Like, experienced or like new? Like, they're new to this situation and they want to learn more, or they're experienced and you want to learn from them?
Oh, wow. So I learn from the new and the experienced no matter what. I learn from people all the time. What I love about the experienced is that they tell their stories of the lessons that they have learned, and they give tidbits of advice of how to overcome various obstacles, key lessons learned throughout their experience of becoming the experienced entrepreneur, woman in business, scaling up the ladder, whatever it may be. I think that is those stories are so essential that we all take information and inspiration from. The new, what I love about the new is figuring out like also their story of what sparked them to get to where they are. But like they're in it, like they're really in it at that moment, and hearing their thought processes, their critical thinking, their problem solving skills is so cool to me, because they're like, you're not seeing them afterwards. You're seeing them in the moment, and you're able to gather at that time what are they experiencing. And honestly, it makes my job and what I do, because I am then more informed and in that space with them, that I'm able to help them more. And I love it. Everybody has something to bring to the table. And this is also the fortunate truth. And I say fortunate because it is a good thing. Otherwise, life would be boring and mundane. One, we are our own business owners, or honestly, even if you're trying to scale to be a CEO, there are always going to be something new that we're dealing with. The difference maker is our grit, our passion, our drive to still get to where we want to go and not quit. That's really what it's all about. We're just not willing to let go and quit. And that's what helps propel us and keep us going.
Wow. That was I understand, but it's like I understand, but how do you have a variety of open mindset for both of the communities?
I think it's because of how I was raised. I honestly had how I was raised with my parents came from two completely different family dynamics. Not only religiously, but economically, lifestyles, everything was different. And I had the ability to see the good in all aspects of everything. And I was also able to see the challenges in all aspects. So I think that's why I keep the open mind that I have and how I approach everyone. To me, you're all at the same level of playing field when I meet you. It's there are other components and variables that come into play that may shift that direction, but the major things, I don't care if you were in business for 50 years, I don't care if you were in business for 3 or you're first starting off. Who you are as an individual is what really matters. To me, at least.
That's a good answer. Sorry, someone just texted me.
So what else is going on?
In my life?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, definitely excited for this weekend.
Yes.
And getting to go new places, especially Kings Island.
Yes.
And getting to meet new people, because this isn't the team that I usually play with. This is a different team. I usually play with the 9-10 Aviator Youngstown in the 27 division, I'm pretty sure. And now I'm playing in the 28 division with the 7-8 Canton Aviator teams. So just looking forward to meeting new people and having a good time, I hope.
Since this child was a little kid and we would take him to a playground, he had no problem whatsoever intermingling, going up to kids that he had no clue who they were and starting a conversation. And I loved it. And I love that hasn't stopped with you. That is inherently inside you. So I'm going to ask you this question.
Ooh.
Besides the grounding, how from watching me as a working mom, because working moms, we often feel guilty. How have I, as a working mom, influenced you as a young man?
Well, I mean, I will say the main thing is work ethic. Like, she started her business, like, I'd say from the lowest ground point that could possibly have. And she fought, like, in these, like, she took these lessons for, like, 6 months. And she kept working, and at the very end, she had to, like, put together a presentation about her business for a reward. And she did, and she won against very good and competitive businesses. I'd say there was, 7, 8?
I think there was about 8.
And she won. She got $1,000 to spend on her business. And ever since that day, I realized that she never takes no for an answer when there's an opportunity for a yes.
Oh. And do you think you'll apply that for your own life?
I hope. I really do. I'm
going to let you all know this. I feel like he already does when it comes to his grounding.
Thanks.
Even has neighborhood kids lobbying for him.
Oh, yeah, yesterday. Yeah.
Connor, you know I love you.
Love you too.
Are you ready to have some fun this weekend?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hope we win a couple. Hope we'll probably end up losing a couple. It's a very competitive competition, playing field, but we're in it to win it. So
for all those out there that are listening in, what advice do you have for them in their business to continue on?
To keep going. I mean, sometimes there's going to be the highest highs, and then the next day there's going to be the lowest lows. And it's about not only keeping those high highs, but getting over those low lows. Because sometimes in life, when you think you're on the top of a world, like you think you're on the top of the world and it's just a couple of steps, you realize there's a whole other half of a mountain to go. And sometimes you just gotta keep going and keep driving, because you're never there until you realize that you've made it. And it's hard to make it, but that's why you just have to keep driving.
Because if it was easy, would it be worth it?
Yeah, I mean, it would be worth it, but because you make money, but still, it wouldn't be worth it at the same time, because deep down, you know, you didn't put in the work ethic to get to this situation that you're in right now. And there's some people that did put in the work ethic to get in that situation right now. Like, a lot of people came from bad situations.
Yes.
And came through and kept driving and pushing and made it to high positions in life. So that's something maybe that everyone should take as, because the most important thing in life, if you want to be successful, is work ethic, drive, and determination. So, yeah.
I love it. Thank you very much, Conor.
No problem.
All right, let's go watch the Snoopy movie.
All right, perfect.
Thank you, everyone, for listening in to The Seed. If you'd like to receive our weekly newsletter, go to Dandelion-Inc.com and click Let's Connect. And please be sure to subscribe to The Seeds podcast to hear more inspiring stories from other badass women that are all around us. Remember, behind every woman is a tribe of other successful women who have their back. To you all, thank you.